In the patch that added Haruta, Mechamaru got crazy buffs that let him become the top character in the game, undisputed. I know a lot of people were telling me on my Mechamaru videos that I should play him again, test out his new buffs, but I was in love with Haruta at that point. I didn't even get to try Mechamaru when he was at that top most dominant spot, so up until now, I had no idea what Mechamaru was really capable of. So I picked him back up yesterday, practiced a little with my friend Winda, and I just want to show you what this character is capable of at this point. So let's go to these ranked matches. Whenever you start your match with Mechamaru, just press your offload button right away. In general, while you're using Mechamaru, this is a habit you're going to want to build, but just preemptively turn on that offload aura. This will make it so the next offload that you use will be off of cooldown, and make it so you won't have to spend as much ult meter. And for a mecha player, that ult meter is as good as gold, so use this strategy to keep as much as you can. Since I'm facing a Naoya player, and we all know that all Naoya players share one brain cell, I don't actually have to worry about using an offload ultra spin to win this engagement, because at around this elo, every Naoya player has the same M1 patterns. They take advantage of that silent front dash M1 to carry them all the way basically. And with that knowledge, I'm just not afraid of this guy. With a mediocre character like Naoya, and at the end of the month where elo is always inflated, there's really nothing to be scared of here. I can beat him most times in M1s. A cute little offload ultra spin hit his back there. You can see that I was only able to do that because I hit my offload button early into the match. That allowed me to get my cooldown back and then use that move when I didn't have any ult meter. And here we have the most ridiculous shit this character has available to him. The 19 damage offload heat emission M1 reset. This is obviously incredibly powerful, but weirdly enough, I don't see anybody talk about this ever. It's a very difficult combo to land consistently, and you can even get punished if you mess up the combo. But with how much people obsess over combos in this game, I'm so surprised I don't see people talk about this character more often. But like I said, the timing is really tight. Like, it's pretty difficult to get down consistently. But I do hit it twice and it steals the stock. While I was doing the combo, you can see me during the second offload heat emission, I was shuffling towards the clone. The reason I do this is so the explosive clone hits my opponent and I get the max damage out of my offload heat emission. The toss of the offload heat emission does 8 damage, hitting the ground does 8 damage, and hitting the explosive clone deals 3 damage. So in order to get the max damage, I shuffle towards the clone wherever it's flying to, so that the explosive clone at the end of the move will come down and hit my opponent. That gets me all the damage I need. Nice combo, bro. I don't know what you guys see in this character, really. This character gets glazed everywhere you go. I'll keep repeating it as much as I need to. He's just not like that. Second stock taken, another 2 offload heat emissions. If you're paying attention, you can see I'm going towards those areas. I'm standing in those areas where there's no debris around me. This just makes the combo a little more consistent. You don't have to worry about the debris lifting you up as you hit the opponent with your offload heat emission. So just a tip, be aware of where you're standing. Yeah, he just starts running for the last minute. I kind of have to herd him into this corner like he's a scared animal, but I do end up catching him and then an ultra cannon puts him down. Don't be too excited to get away from Naoya though, because we're getting a rematch with this guy. What is he even doing, bro? I just don't understand. Like, now he's just doing anything except playing the game. But it's whatever, I'm just a little bit salty. He hits me with 2 sets of M1s, but because Naoya's trash, he needs to hit me with a 3rd set of M1s to even start a combo on me. So I get my combo off first. And what I do here, after I tag him with the offload heat emission, I run far away from the attack to make it more difficult for him to evasive punish me if he does try and do it. It doesn't pan out ideally for me, But Naoya is pure garbage and I evasive out of the M1. He uses his 3 to try and combo me, but it's so committal that I get a free punish off myself. With him having no evasive, it should be over, but I do mess up the combo. I do take the stock eventually though. I didn't actually see what the message said during the match because he cancelled it so quickly, but he called me a one-shot combo merchant. That's kind of funny. And he tries to use me reading the sign in order to hit me with an M1, but I block it anyway. I'm messing up these ultra spins, but forgive me because I haven't played Mechamaru in like a month or two. You can see what I'm talking about there with the debris like pushing me upwards. That's why you gotta make sure to position yourself well. Something more like that. Yeah, that Ultra Cannon stealing is evasive, it's over. I counter his M1, and yeah, it's wraps. Anybody could have seen that M1 coming. This ranked match here against this Hikari is actually the first time I returned back to Mechamaru in like over a month or two. The previous match in this video was after I had some practice doing the M1 reset, but with these 2 matches I'm going to show you, I just picked up Mechamaru and I went right into ranked. But Mechamaru is still a crazy character, so I can still get some results in. I'm pretty sure he jumped over this offload ultra spin, but it hit his back anyway, which is pretty funny. I know these mistakes are pretty glaring, but I'm pretty sure sometime into this match I stopped dropping my combos, so don't be too mad at me. The offload heat emission catches him at close range. That move is really fast. It's surprisingly hard to react to. You can see here is an example of what I was talking about during the previous match. The opponent can evasive during your offload heat emission and kind of get hit anyway. If you're fighting against Mechamaru, that's something to watch out for, but if you're using Mechamaru, that's something you can aim for as well. A regular heat emission takes its first stock, and then we move on. Remember to reapply the offload aura. You can see how useful those offload ultra spins were, but also you can see how big the hitbox for offload heat emission is. Looking back over this footage while I'm editing this video, this is an egregious hitbox actually. The heat emission damn near teleported to the opponent. You can see that M1 reset wasn't true. His leg was highlighted, that means he was going to M1. And as I was playing there myself, I could actually tell that the M1 reset wasn't going to be true. You use Mechamaru for a while, you kind of learn the timing for these M1 resets, so much so that whenever you fail, even before the opponent does an action, you can kind of tell that you've already failed. So that's why I did my side dash there instead of committing and doing like an ultra spin like I'd usually do. Nothing much to comment on at the beginning of this third stock, but you can really see how offload ultra spin is just extremely powerful now. Before, when offload heat emission was just added, I said offload ultra spin lost its spot in Mechamaru's kit, but that was only because the uber charge mechanic existed. Now that that uber charge mechanic is gone, you can really see there's a lot of value that offload ultra spin can provide. In conjunction with offload heat emission, I think it's a great move. It's very fun. When there's no uber charge mechanic and this character can run around like unrestrained, he's extremely fun to use. Probably one of the more fun characters in this game ever. Can't really imagine he's fun to fight against though. That's the end of that first match. Now let's cover the rematch. I actually fought against this guy like 5 times with Mechamaru. I fought him once with Haruta too, but like these matches I think show off what Mechamaru can do best. Unfortunately, I forgot to actually like record the beginning part of this match, so we don't get to see what happened at the beginning, but I think this is still good enough. My clipping software managed to get the last 3 minutes of the match. Regular heat emission is still a broken move. Unblockable, uncounterable, huge AoE with barely any end lag. I'm pretty sure they buffed the speed of this move too, correct me if I'm wrong, but returning to Mechamaru, the speed of this move surprised me so much. I really don't remember heat emission being this fast. It feels completely undodgeable now. Or was it always this fast? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. If you didn't already know, you can dodge down slams by just jumping. Okay, this is pretty crazy actually, but when I was fighting against my friend in the private server, I realized that offload heat emission sometimes just wraps around the opponent's block. It's not consistent in the slightest, and I'm not sure if it can become consistent, but like, it's really just kind of wild. Also yeah, Ultra Cannon can confirm offload heat emission out of it. Again, this is a staple with Mechamaru, but like, it's not really consistent, but you should still go for it since offload heat emission is completely safe. I think I go for an offload ultra spin here, but I don't got enough meter to actually use the offload ultra spin, so I mess up and accidentally just do my regular ultra spin. My opponent was most likely going for an aerial rough energy like he's been doing before, but he missed input, which is a big mistake. Those last 2 stocks between him and me were pretty nice, so I thought I didn't need any commentary. That's it for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe and whatever. I'll see y'all in the next video.